Oh my gosh, look at all of these things that are happening. Oh my gosh, 4 gods, man. Good day, good peeps on their fine day in the year of the Resolve Tooling. Dave, Bravo, Dave, and Almi no Makars Fumi. If you know me as the man who knows that this case may have $1 million. But to most, I'm the United States Saver. Welcome back to another phenomenal episode of the Yesterday was a championship episode. Today is not. Unless there's a chance, I suppose. The Danganronpa Hunger Games. Today, I don't know how this came about. I'm gonna be real. I kind of sat here and I was like, I wonder what team of characters could slay a dragon. Don't ask me how that came about. Sometimes I just sit down here and I'm like, thought experiment time. So, I get it, I let everybody get a little team of 10, and I was like, what team of 10 do I think would be most helpful in slaying a dragon? And so this is the teams that I've come up with, and you know what? We'll see how. Let's see, which team also, I want you guys to tell me which team do you think has the best chance of slaying said dragon. First and foremost, we have Danganronpa 1, we have Makoto, Hina, Togami, Chihiro, Hifumi, Junko, Taka, Kyoko, Mukuro, and Sakura. And let me talk to you about this team. First and foremost, you have to have the lucky person. Of course, Hina is a fighter. Togami, he's got money, he could provide the resources. Chihiro's the ultimate. Hifumi, I believe, is probably potentially their strongest bet, because I think he has the most knowledge of mythical creatures and what their weaknesses might be. That's why I'm banking on Hifumi being in this group. We have Junko because, well, it's Junko, Taka, Kyoko, Mukuro, and Sakura. That's the team number 1. Team number 2, Danganronpa 2, has Akane, Fat Togami, Chiaki, and Gundam, mainly strongly here because of that knowledge of mythical creatures, gaming experience, probably D&D experience, just probably the best dragon experience. Kazuichi, Nagato could probably do it by himself with his luck. Nekomaru, our champion, Peko, could probably actually slay the dragon with a sword. This is why, like, she had to be here. Teru, and Izuru, who admittedly also probably cheating. As we go forward, we have Danganronpa V3, we have Shuichi, Himiko, look, there's a mage versus the dragon, you gotta have the mage in there a little bit. Maki, Rantaro, Ryoma, the Kang, Karumi, Kori. Admittedly, almost did not have him in here, but then I realized to myself, historically, through myths and legends perhaps, he might have some dragon intel. Maybe this would work. Maybe this dragon reminds me of X, Y, and Z of a tale long past. I think that could be a useful advantage. Mew might invent something. Gonta, I don't know, maybe Gonta can actually talk the dragon down. And Kibo, hopefully Mew upgrades Kibo and turns him into a war machine. Ultra Spare Girls, I just had to remove a character. And I removed Hiroko, mainly because, I don't know, I don't want the mama to fight no dragon. Everybody else is here, though. As we go to Future Side, once again, it was a matter of removing 2 people. And those 2 people were... who were they? Maya, because, I don't know, she's... I don't think she would be super useful. And... I don't know who else I removed. Who's young Mitarai? I know that he might have dragon experience, but I think he'd be too nervous and he would collapse under the pressure. That being said, everyone here I thought was a stronger choice than Mitarai, especially Munakata, who can also probably slice down the dragon. And the bears are all here because they don't have a 10th one. That is our episode. I guess I could put in like the Nano Kumas or something. They're not going to be super useful in a dragon fight. Put in Ball Monokuma. Nope, I refuse. They have 9. Anywho, we are on our way. Where's my phone? I have a question for you guys. I guess potentially I should delay this question that I have for next week and ask you guys about the phone backgrounds. Regardless, before I do that, I have to find my phone because it disappeared. It's all the way over there. I tossed it before the episode started. I do that so often, realizing that I needed to read your comments. I don't need it. I could pull up in a new tab, but it's just easier that way, and I can kind of like have my phone here and speak, project into the microphone. That being said, we don't have to do that yet. First, we do technically have to see if chaos reigns. Ryoma? Masaru? They've been active this season, but how active are they going to continue to be? First off, the Kang spins that wheel, and the Kang says, no chaos today. But for a second, I thought, mayhaps. Mayhaps indeed, but from 5 to 10%. Masaru's chance is twice as large, but still rather small. Will it hit though? It's hit at 10%, I believe, this season already, but it will not hit today. Order remains. In fact, it's almost all the way around the wheel from chaos reigning. Ladies and gentlemen, that is that. So, I guess I got questions for you. First and foremost, tell me why. Tell me which team here do you think has the best dragon slaying team, and who do you think is, if you had to pick one character from each team, who do you think you would rely on most to, in fact, fantasy draft your own dragon slaying team? You guys only get 5 people. You get to select one from each of these groups. Let me know your dragon slaying team in the comments, but also, we got your comments from last time. I'm gonna go get them because I forgot. I did not forget, actually. I had it open to YouTube Studio, and I just threw my phone because, I may be a dummy. Just a little bit, though. Here, yes, we're right here. Pardon me. Last time, it was my birthday celebration. I asked you guys to tell me about your favorite AV moments. I just want to take a little walk down memory lane and talk about them. From the start, I did get a great birthday present, Anthony Sub. LA Knight did indeed win the United States Championship, and Roman Reigns came back. Yeah, it was a double header. Opening in say his name and he appears, the Wanderer and just Gatekeeper leaving existence so hard that the game crashed. Yeah. Admittedly, Wanderer is one of my more recent favorite memories. I was very pleased with that. Favorite AV memory is him ad-libbing rather, when he is misbehaving. Now hold on a minute. I don't never not misbehave. I don't know what you're talking about. Even though later in that episode you proved that I did indeed misbehave. Arrow, giving the favorite memory of, unfortunately, the creation of the Repairman being gaslit. I don't think that ever happened, so we're gonna skip over that. I don't recall that happening. But not counting Discord stuff, counting the whole Gatekeeper getting stuck in the audience. Everyone really liked Gatekeeper getting stuck in the audience. That's crazy. Do you know what that has caused? Kotoko, who said yes, make AV the champion of champions on his birthday. Maybe I should have been in that episode. You may be right. Matthew Glover, favorite AV memory, probably too recent, but when he dropped the honey, we don't talk about that anymore. That needs to leave all of our memories. My floor is clean now. The honey is gone. And I will buy honey again because I like honey a lot. Sometimes I'll put honey on my pancakes. If you haven't done that, that kind of claps. Regardless. Anywho, Kuzu. Favorite AV mini was, AV memory rather. Not a surprise when Kuzutoda first appeared. It did happen, the game randomly put them together and then all of a sudden they were there. Which is fair, that's your namesake, of course you had to select that one. Kotoko also said favorite channel memory, the creation of Kotoko's extended family, Big Sis Hilda, the long lost twin Kotoka, the long lost big sister, Kokoto, from another typo, Kitoko, and now, Kokoko. Coco. That reminds me of Coco from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Sayaka Redemption arc, no. Well, I mean, kind of is what's going on, to be honest. From Dragon Force Czar, favorite AV memory is the main ones I can think of are Ibuki's first Hunger Games win in Season 4 opener, which was kind of dope, actually. She used to be someone who was struggling a whole lot, and then she suddenly was like, I'm a star now. And then your OC's win at Summer Revolution, which is also very recent, but it was a good match, to be honest. And a good final two turned it all around. Cat Bubbles, who said favorite. Also, thank you all for the birthday wishes. Y'all are great. I love y'all. I remember finding your channel right around the first road to AV Mania, which doesn't feel like it's that long ago, but it's starting to get like a long time ago. After getting hooked on the Danganronpa X Hunger Games simulator content, bringing the episodes, binging the episodes rather, so I would get the jokes, was one of my favorite memories from that year. You've binged so many episodes. I'm proud of you. A more recent one rather is Kiba winning the Pancake Championship. Favorite, and your OC making it into a finale, Marco. We love Marco. That man's with the head that's all square like. Thunder. Probably that one time that Ioxus and I broke the secret episode by brute forcing the password a week early. Fiends. Honorable mention, was me bullying Art while playing Jackbox, specifically Survive the Internet. This was in the voice chat of Discord before the existence of Game Day, which is wild. Because Game Day's also been going on for a little while at this point. Cherry says, oops, pretend I saw this. Honestly, Moogie in the games, Moogie and AW bestie, real fond of her. But, let me see. Most of the knife stuff, honestly, is your favorite AV memory. Cherry's first fight in that ladder match, Sprinkles' appearances in a few videos, and in recent memory, Samugi's friendship with Sprinkles and Cherry's friendship with Mona are things I hold dear in AV lore. Also, Coffin K's debut, Lamau. And lastly, Lady Psychic, who has, there's too many to name, but if I had to choose one, then perhaps it would be Kokichi becoming the first ever Danganronpa Hunger Games champion rather, all the way back in season 1. Yes, I was watching back then, even though I didn't start commenting much until much later. That's wild. Some of y'all have been here for a long time, and it has been a ride, I'll tell you what. And the ride's not over. Thankfully, the ride is not over. Thank you guys. I very much enjoyed that. Much less wholesome. Not this wholesome though, potentially. What's your phone background? Don't change it. Say it, whatever it is. What's your phone background? I'm trying to get to an area where I can show mine because I haven't changed it in a long time, and I think you'll start to realize why I haven't changed it, or not realize, but see that I haven't changed it in a long time. I'll have to bump the brightness up quite a bit. Or maybe I'll just post the actual thing. I don't know what the best way to show this is. I guess that's probably the best way to show this. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna come up. So it's like a Zhongli pillar, because I'm still very Geo. But that has been my phone wallpaper for a long time, probably since when Genshin probably about started. I was a big Zhongli fan, a big Geo fan, and I was like, you know what? Let's go. Let's do it. That has been my phone background for a long time. A long time. And you know what? Most of the time I don't even notice it anymore, until I asked that thing and I was like, huh, I have not changed this in a long time. I'll probably change it sometime in like the nearest future, but maybe not. I think it's also a little bit nostalgic. Even though Genshin's still very much going on, I have that question for you guys. What's your phone background? Let me know in the comments. It better not be a default phone background. We'll see how it is. Because you know what? Phone backgrounds say a lot about you, and you know, I know that this has been answered by at least 2 people, but hey, I want to hear from everybody. That being said, let's start. I think we're good to go. We've had a nice little intro. We've had some fantastic time. I'm so glad we had this time together. But now we have to start the episode. Secret achievements are in play. Let's see if they hit. Retribution Rumble entries are in play. I should probably get a pin. Luckily, I have one on the ready. I've been doing much better with pins, you guys. I actually have another one, I think. Well, it was here a second ago, but it's gone. So maybe I haven't been doing better with pins. Start the episode before I put my foot in my mouth. Shall we? We shall. Because, goodness gracious, Himiko, as the tributes stand on their podiums, the horns, they doth sound, and horn bearers do what they do best, and they sound. The horns. Also, fractures tonight, don't forget, after this episode. Or it was before this episode, or maybe even during this episode, depending on when you're watching. If you're watching right now, go to Fracture. Go to Fracture first, and then come back here and enjoy the good times, because Fracture's live. You want to be there for that live experience. Championship of the Tables variety on the line. AJ Styles, we'll see if he's able to go to AV Mania. Right. But for right now, let's proceed. As Akane finds Moon Shoes, we're not liable for any broken ankles. Himiko and Ryoma managed to sneak attack Junko, killing her. Dang. Well, I mean, now I think about it, I don't think Junko is in the Retribution Rumble for the singles, is she? Jotaro is. Well, I think that answers my question. Miss Junko Enoshima, I'd like to welcome you, member of the squad, to the Retribution Rumble. You will have an opportunity against the other superstars to cash in your moment, and enter the singles finale. Will she be able to do it? I guess we'll find out soon. For right now, though, we have to continue proceeding. I am pretty sure she's not going to be the only one this episode, though. We will proceed, though. As Kazuichi tripped and fell in the bush, surprisingly, Heat Ball is inside, and Mukuro steals it immediately. Togami recalls something about Junko stops quietly. Nagisa tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks and succeeds. Awesome. Gundam, there's gonna be a whole bunch of stealing this round. Gundam draws a demon from the circle on the ground, you know, for fun. For the... I don't think we have any audio, but that's not that bad right now. But I am going to fix that, post haste. Ooh, thank goodness I saw it early. That'll just be a little bit more work for me. Audio? Magically, there it is. Okay, well. Awesome. That's really only one song, 2 songs that I need to replace in the intro, so we'll be alright. We'll be a-okay. The important part is the microphone work. Adding the audio in post, much easier than recording over. Regardless, shall we? Nagisa has the tank. Juzo, using mysterious gas to knock out Yuta and Corey, but that's on both of them. Monica finds a sack of apples. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Haiji, you're in one of these, but I think you're actually in tag teams and not singles. Haiji, he might try and be Mr. Rumble. There's a chance he could come out on 2 occasions as Mr. Rumble. Will he do it though? That's the real question. Haiji, get yourself in the Retribution Rumble. Hey. I'm gonna have to put the Retribution Rumble music. I guess I could do... It would be easier for me in post if I just re-recorded the first, couple of events here. Because we're not that far in. Here, for me in post, actually. Okay, you guys are gonna understand what's happening later in the episode, and by later in the episode, I only mean 3 minutes away. This is a time loop, to say the least. Sound the horns. Fracture's also tonight. Make sure you go and check out Fracture tonight. Either after this episode, during this episode. If it's during this episode, right now, go and check out Fracture. You want to be there live to see what's going on. Or after, just go and check it out. It's a fantastic time. That being said, let's go on. We'll proceed. As Akane finds some moon shoes, we're not liable for any broken ankles. Himiko and Ryoma manage to sneak attack Junko, killing her, which means the squad is making sure that they're stepping foot into the Retribution Rumble match. Junko Enoshima, thank you very much. Get in there, girl. You love to see it. That's the homie. That's the one and only. And that's the one who's going on to AV Mania. Could be the first ever All-Star champion. We will proceed. further. Kazuichi tripped and fell in a bush, which surprisingly had a yeet ball inside. Mukuro steals that yeet ball. Nagisa tries to build a tank out of 6 rocks and succeeds. There's going to be a whole lot of stealing of tanks and yeet balls later in this round, I believe. Gundam draws a demon summoning circle on the ground, for fun. Juzo uses the mysterious ass knockout Yuta and Kori in order to put death collars on them. Monokid finds a massive sack of apples, and apple a day keeps the doctor away. And I think at this point, the audio is working. So I'm gonna pitch it back to me in the past. I guess it's me in the now. How does this work? I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna happen. I think this existed already. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this episode. I had an idea in my mind. And I don't think it's how the time loop works. Whatever. You can't help but admire your own genius mind. Gonta finds AV's climate change remote. What mayhem will unleash upon the tributes? Monotaro steals Nagisa's tank while he is asleep. Monica, Rantaro, and Makoto play suspenseful music as Kibo chases Togami. Togami used their wealth to create marketable lashes of Azuru without his permission. Azuru is so mad, but before they have a chance to react, already rich fat Togami loses all of his money in round 1. Oh no. Rantaro is ready to defend his friends. Jotaro steals Mukuro's yeet ball and runs off with it. Azuru has seen the heels running wild and determined that he want to make things right. He turns face. Nagita won't give up so easily. Shuichi finds a bunch of tactical combat gear. Yuta picks up Mutant Cooling in various places. Rather, Monokuma has a table. Somebody's gonna go through it. Great Gozu finds a hat rack. So many hats. Too many hats. Too many hats. Hina tries to kill Shuichi, and Shuichi's combat gear diverts the blow. Ryoma creates multiple plushies of Bad Togami. He's so mad, but before they have a chance to react, plushies sell like hotcakes, and they're both rich, and he's... he's rich again! This man's lost his wealth. Like, 10 events ago, and suddenly he's rich again. The rich get richer. Munakata is proud to lead Team Future Side. Seiko cleans up Junko's rotten corpse. Chiaki steals Jotaro's yeet ball, runs off with it. Taka accepts the shadow as Taka gains a power persona. Monophony, as they actually call her, is being adorable as always. Maki wishes she could go home. Kurokuma sobs quietly. Ruka tries to kill Genocide Jack, but Genocide Jack retaliates and kills her instead. Shirakuma wants to protect Monophony. Daisaku finds a shotgun. He starts thinking about the damage he can do with Kibo. Still can't believe that Himiko's killed somebody. Makoto no longer wishes to stay still and let others kill their friends. Makoto feels heroic. Teruto is glad they can rely on Akane. Katoko accepts her shadow as Katoko gains a power persona. The Archon Secret Principal and Kori grant him a animal vision. Hifumi declares entry for the Rumble, but I know for a fact that he is in this Rumble, so not a thing happens. Usami just found a fishing rod. She can catch all the fish. Clap, clap. Monosuke is sick and tired of playing nice and turns heel. Monodam finds a little bikini, puts it on. The Archon Secret Principal and Peko grant her a Dendro vision. Genocide Jack is looking particularly erratic today. Sakura steals Chiaki's G-ball, runs off with it. Kizakura has been hot on Usami's trail for days now. She thinks she's gotten away, however. Kizakura has finally delivered the final blow after deducing her location. Chisa gets herself a little Omni trick. She's sees that an alien device did what it did. Chihiro wonders if he should build a machine that makes Yakiniku a Zioi and not a Zuru. Wonders about the future. Kyoko attacks Ryoma before Shuichi can react. There's nothing Shuichi can do. Tengen manages to sneak attack Togami and Kyoko, slaughtering them both. Nekomaru sizes his muscles. Masaru disappears for a while, comes back with a wizard robe. He slips it on, scattering sparkles everywhere. Karumi accepts her shadow as Karumi gains a power persona. Taichi attempts to kill Chisa, but Munakata intervenes just in time. Munakata had to kill Taichi to protect Chisa's life. And Komaru finds a bike. Cue the bike theme. Okay, but like, Komaru, it's time for a clear day. It's a clear day. Okay, I guess it's a clear day bike theme. Junko, Ruruka, Usami, Ryoma, Togami, Kyoko, Taichi, and that is 7 people gone. 52 remain. Who will come out on top? Who will slay the dragon and leave it to Tarat? I'm unsure. But you know we must go on. Yes, we must proceed. All right, well, it's time to go on. Let's go into it. Next round. Let's go and see how this all plays out. No secret achievements have hit this time around, but I know there are some that can hit right here, right now. Let's see how it all plays out. As we go on, Shuichi sits there with a blank stare at the desk of Kyoko, decay silently. Grey goes and tries to kill Masaru, but Masaru's wizard robot carried him away to safety. Mukuro seems unshaken by any of this. Monofune sneaks up on Kizakura, but Kizakura has known that he's been followed for ages now, is able to counterattack and take out Monofune. Something inside of Haiji snaps, he's now frenzied. Makoto thanks Taka for being there for him. Kibo doesn't know how to cheer Shuichi up. He's like, how do I cheer him up? What do I do? Archon Secret Vigilante Monica grant her a Hydro Vision. Chihiro finds a boombox, time to play some sick beats. Chisa transforms into an alien with a flame body, shoots white-hot fireballs at Shirokuma, turning him to ash. Teruseru finds a sword, shiny and sharp. Himiko finds a skateboard, time to do some sick moves. Jotaro finds a dapper suit and puts it on. It's quite fetching. Daisaku realizes a shotgun just in case. Seiko refills her mop bucket in the river. Gonta and Kibo's fingers touch by accident. They both blush just a little bit. Good boys. Genocide Jack twitches uncontrollably. Peko causes blooms in the pond. The Kizakura and Gonta are fighting and the blooms explode, killing them both. Goodness gracious. Rantaro, Makoto, and Monica grab their instruments and practice together. Monokuma sets up the table. I told you it was gonna break, and it's breaking Chiaki as she gets thrown through the table. Nagito tries to creep up on Kori, but Kori has created a gust of wind beneath himself and escapes. Karumi summons their persona, uses Zio, shocking Seiko, leaving them dazed. Kamaru does her best to avoid Monica. Masaru attempts to kill Chihiro, but Makoto intervenes to protect him. Unfortunately, Makoto dies in the attempt. Rest in peace. Akane jumps higher than the tree line and sticks the landing. If there's anyone I could believe would be able to do that, Akane, I believe, is one of the top competitors, I think. Kazuichi challenges Hina to a duel. I don't know why you did that. Kazuichi, you're dead. Nagito finds a belt of Pokeballs. Who knows what could be inside of those? Monotaro takes selfies on top of his rad thing. Monodam has made some mistakes to the leader, but wants to do right by the bears, which sounds canon. Gundam is attacked by a pack of wild wolves, but feeds them as they relax by the campfire. Come the morn, one remains, seems rather to have left the pack to aid Gundam. That means something. Nagito tried to kill Monosuke, but Monosuke tries to bribe him. Nagito leaves the arena a very rich man. The Bumi has found Genocide Jack scissors. You boys beware. You're in for it. A schmurder. Muraka. Can't wait to kill again. Nekomaru puts a ducklet on the Great Gozu while he's asleep. Izui finds a grenade. Better be careful with that. Yuta gives Nagisa the various things that he's found, and Nagisa builds stuff out of it. It's soothing watching Nagisa make all those neat contraptions. It's a giant robot that's going to murder adults. Sakura runs for the yeet ball, runs back with it, scoring a big touchdown by Miss Sakura. Kurokuma is glad to have someone like Monokid to have boring conversations with. Nagisa, maybe we should have a whole yeet ball season. The person with the most touchdowns goes on the finale. Kurokuma is glad to have someone like Monokid to have boring conversations with. Nagisa tries to build a tank out of sticks and rocks. It's useless, but it looks cool. Kotoko kind of wanders off and gets lost, never to be seen again. Monokid gives Komaru an apple. Komaru thanks them and has a bite. Starts coughing immediately. Wait a minute. That apple was poison. Doom, 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 doom. Poison. Mew tries to get others to notice her. Juzo sits on a trap. Tengen is looking for an easy out. Togami can't take his eyes off of Teru. Azuru fights for truth, honor, and justice and has become Super Azuru. It feels like he already was, and Maki moves around uselessly. Another set are gone, so I think it's declared a Loon 4. Monopony, Shirokuma, Kizakura, Gonta, Chiaki, Makoto, Kazuichi, Nagita, Kotoko. And so, I mean, this is technically our first clear loon of the episode. We still have 43 remaining, no secret achievements have hit yet. Do I expect any to hit? Maybe one. One hit in an OC episode. Some of these are still standard for the brand steel, but I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4 that can happen in the simulator. I don't expect one of them to happen, but we'll see if the rest of them happen. Next round. I have hope that one of them will happen. As we click next, we see some death. Realma is already dead. In an act of betrayal, Monokuma and Monosuke team up and eliminate Monokid. Peko summons massive vines around Hina, bleeding her dry. There's a lot of visions in play. Daisaku has found a table. No, somebody's gotta go through her. You better believe. Gundam pets his pet wolf to soothe him. Chisa transformed to a fish-like alien with a powerful jaw in the middle of the forest. Not the most useful choice. Akane is starving as usual, snips out a single Komaru succumbs to the pain of the poison weakening their body and breathes their last breath. Oh no. How unfortunate. Batsugami knocks Miu on a fistfight, puts a deckler on her. Shuichi says, I would also like to join the Retribution Rumble. Well, I say, Shuichi, you are not in the Retribution Rumble. So I'll allow you to get in there. Shuichi, Shoo fly don't bother me, Shuichi. I'ma write your name down. Because just like that, it seems like you were in the Retribution Rumble, my friend. Welcome in. Because it is your time to shine. It's your time to be. Let's see if you'll be able to come out on top, be the Rumble winner. The Rumbles, I guess, are coming soon, but right now, we are still in normal seasonal play. As Juzo can't handle the stress after losing a teammate, he's become a little bit of a coward. Gozu, of the great variety, gives Rantaro a tiara. Rantaro feels like the prettiest princess. You're dang right he is. Corey uses the gust of wind to blast Nagisa off of a cliff. Maki feels defeated after losing a teammate. They feel lonely. Maki is let him in. Jotaro accepts the shadows. Jotaro gains the power of Persona. There's a lot of Persona going on too. Let me see. Izio kind of struggles with that grenade, kind of wanted to use it. Azuru ambushes Taka, slaughters him. Haiji looks around maniacally seething. Kibo gets caught in one of Juzo's traps. All he knew now is hope to be freed. Kurokuma kind of wanders off and gets lost, also never to be seen again. Monosuke brings Monotaro in for a hug before whispering, "You mean nothing to me," then slams Monotaro to the ground and walks off alone. Inside this pit of danger, Monodam flaunts his bikini in front of Chisa. This makes Chisa absolutely jealous, green with envy. Monotaro doesn't understand what's happening. Masaru cuts off Teruteru's arms, but Teruteru still has the other one and slices through Masaru. Munakata feels horrible for failing Future Side. Genocide Jax walks into a very strange machine. Designed to view a world unseen, her molecules got all rearranged. She's got ghost powers. Sakura somehow finds a suit of evil armor and puts it on and gleams with dazzling shine. Nekomaru finds an open sign, a neon open sign belonging to a popular supermarket. I tell you what, maybe he should return it to kill the squad leader. Kurumi and Corey conspire against Maki. Oh my. Miu finds Kibo in a trap and frees him. Good on you, Miu. Seiko comes back to her senses, and let me tell you, just in time to eat some pancakes a little bit later, Monica uses Hydra to playfully splash Yuta. Yuta's not amused. And then gets an electrovision. Monica, you better beware, you're in for a scare. Rantaro finds some leather scraps. He's now about to be a cave princess. Mukuro finds some moon shoes. We're not liable for any broken ankles. And Chihiro challenges Fatsugami and Seiko to an anything goes pancake eating competition. Seiko says, I want to finish the story. Goes back to the World Pancake Championship match. That's the title that she needs to become a Triple Crown champion as Himiko tries to kill Sakura, but Sakura's night armor diverts the blow. Tengen and Munakata get into an argument over who should be in charge, and as I said, cute boys beware, even though 2 out of 3 of them are not cute boys, and one of them is the one who usually uses these scissors. As Fumi wields his scissors and commits Jack-style genocide on Chisa, Corey, and Genocide Jack. Who would have thunk that you would ever be victim to this, Jack? But more importantly, we're down to 33 competitors. It's actually been a pretty tame, even spread as we go on and hit a Claire de Lune 4. Monokid, Hina, Komaru, Nagisa, Taka, Kurokuma, Masaru, Chisa, Corey, Genocide Jack. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, actually, but you know what? I am sorry for the people who have perished, but it's Orteal, so we could see them come back at a moment's notice. Will that happen? We'll see in just a moment. I just saw the lights on my homie's tank just go clap. This is nighttime. You better go to sleep. He's not gonna go to sleep yet. He's gonna be up for a little bit longer, just like I am, as we proceed. As we do such, we will click the next round, and we see a whole bunch of things unfolding. As Monodam stumbles upon a yeet ball, another one. Hina is dead. Izioi finally tosses that live grenade, and Mukuro is blown to smithereens. Fatsugami steals Monodam yeet ball, runs off with it. Amaki ominously carries a lantern. Nekomaru finds Thursdavy's left shoe. Azuru and Monosuke, the 2 mightiest competitors in the arena, do battle. Though Monosuke used underhanded tactics, the heart of Azuru never gave up. Azuru was able to conquer the monster heel Jotaro. follows some sparkles, discovers a magic wand. Hopefully he still has some spells left in it. Akane and Fat Tsugami jump over a pit trap. Kurumi's persona upgrades Zio to Zionga. She can get some big KOs now. Peko wraps vines around Haiji, his entire body. He's now trapped. Hifumi cleans blood off of his scissors and then dies, as Himiko does not know how to use a skateboard, but does know how to swing one around, and then bam, wham, bam, it's magic as Juzo, Monokuma, and Hifumi are all caught in the wake of Himiko's path of destruction. Rantaro feels sorry for Haiji, frees him from the trap. Mew builds a rocket who's gonna take a trip in Mew's rocket ship, flying through the skies. Gorgeous girl genius. Let me see. Kibo steals Fat Tsugami's G-Ball and runs off with it. Great. I need to suggest something to Sunday, man. I think it'll be funny. Continuing. Great Gozu gives Maki a cowboy hat. Maki immediately yees her best ha. Well, I'll be. The Great Gozu has done exactly something that has not been done all season. There are a couple ways to get this hat, and this is the way that it has happened. Getting a cowboy hat in this arena. Maki is yee and hawing, and she is joining the bracket. Miss Maki. Congratulations. Let's see if we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Maki, congratulations once again. Cowboy hat adorned on your skull. Secret treatment goes to you. That being said, we still must proceed as a mischief harassment runs up to Daisaku, lovingly embraces them all. Seiko looks around for stuff that's ground. Shuichi uses the mysterious he has to knock out Teruteru and Jotaro. Death collars on both of them, and there's a, well, that's not a death collar event, but there is a lot of deaths down there. Chihiro and Sakura practice their routine. Teruteru, what routine? I'm intrigued. Teruteru swooshes the air with a sword. Oh no, Tengen found a dimensional sight. Those were supposed to be collected at the end of season 4. Sakura lays a title belt on the ground and grabs Maki in a headlock, but Maki has the wherewithal to reverse that into an RKO out of nowhere, breaking Sakura's neck onto the title belt. Monica used the power of Hydro to put out Izio's, I've done that like 3 times this episode, campfire, and says, next time that'll be you. Izio is confused, you shouldn't be, look at her. She's a menace. Monotaro fires an explosive round from mistake, taking out the champion Kurumi, Rantaro, Azuru. Thankfully, they're not both in the game anymore, so maybe I'll get their names right. Peko and Mew in its wake. The tank is left as a pile of sticks and rocks in the aftermath. Yuta shakes Monodam's hands, but it was a prank, bro. Yuta lightly shocks Monodam, leaving him dazed. Monokuma steals Kibo's G-Ball, runs off with it. Gundam finds a bowling ball, time to get a strike, and Haiji, you literally just entered this Retribution Rumble match, so I'm not going to play the music again for you, but that brings us to less than a standard size game. A 9 plus 10 people remain as we hit one more Claire de Lune 4. Mukuro, Monosuke, Juzo, Monokuma, Hifumi, Sakura, Nekamaru, Kurumi, Rantaro, Azuru, Peko, Mew. Well, once again, 9 plus 10 remain. 11 more into your save and grace picks. No more tanks in play, so we might not see any big time shenanigans. Will Monica live up to her promise and slay Izioi? I guess we're going to have to wait and see, shall we? We're going to have to wait and see. Let's do it. Right here, right now, we will go on, we will proceed, and we click next round to see Monica's dual-wielding visions. And Izioi says, don't worry, I got an apple a day, I'm gonna keep her away. The Great Gozu gives Chihiro a fedora. Chihiro tips it and smiles. Oh boy. Milady. Chihiro is cooking up a genius idea. Oh, not with that fedora, you're not. Monotaro steals Munakata's G-Ball, runs off with it. I'm losing it. And Munakata steals it right back, saying, no, you will not be doing that. Shuichi snaps out of it. Maki and the Great Gozu surround Yuta in the middle of a pond with the power of Electro. Yuta electrocutes the both of them. The hat shenanigans are over. The Great Gozu is gone, but at least he got some hats out there. Munakata steals Monotaro's Jeep Ball runs off with it. Tengen then slices open a dimensional rift before Sparta-style kicking Chihiro into the Despair Dimension in a fit of frenzy. Haiji creeps up on Izuyoi, slaughters him. That Togami feels protected by his wealth. Akane throws a waffle at Shuichi like a shuriken, but it misses him. Shuichi then kills Akane in retaliation, deserved for trying to use a waffle. While Daisaku is sleeping, Fat Togami tries to kill him, but the rats sacrifice themselves to protect Daisaku. They will be remembered. F in the chat to the rats. Man. Monodam, however, declares that he's entering the Retribution Rumble, and I believe Monodam... Alright, great. As I've done my double checking, that means I can play this music. I can play this music. There we go. It is for the Rumble. Monodam. Monodam is going to the Retribution Rumble, but he will not be going to the end of this game because right after this he's about to die. We'll give him his 7 seconds of the sunlight, but now he's gone because Teruteru cuts him in two. Jotaro waves his magic hand, not weaves his magic hand, waves his magic wand, sending sparkles everywhere, weaving your magic hand. Gundam shines his bowling ball. Kibo challenges Seiko and Shuichi to an Inigo's pancake eating competition. Kibo looking to get that championship back. However, Shuichi says, no, I'll be going to the World Pancake Championship match. It will not be you. As Himiko does a sick kickflip. Also, Shuichi murdered the both of them. Keep that in mind. Himiko does a sick kickflip, and that brings us down to 13. Not yet your saving grace picks, which means it is a one, not one last. It is another Claire de Lune. 4. Maki, the Great Gozu, Izuyoi, Akane, Monodam, Kibo, Seiko. So there are some chances still to get more of these secret achievements. We'll see if they hit. I think 1 is unlikely, 2 could happen. 2 could happen. Once again, one of the 2 is very unlikely of the 2 to happen, but the pieces are in place. The other one I think is a little bit more likely. We'll see if it happens though, as we proceed to the next round one more time. We see, oh my gosh, Gundam checks on his demon summoning circle and surprisingly Chihiro has been summoned from the Despair Dimension. That is technically this one is the one that I was surprised would happen because those odds have not been changed. So this was a really low odds to happen. Escape the Despair Dimension. I am shocked. Chihiro does it, and that is the power of the ultimate. Alright, Chihiro, good on you. I'm shocked. That one really shocked me. There's another one on here that I expected. More likely it is to happen, but this one happened instead. That's surprising to me. Anywho, Chihiro, good for you. We will proceed though. Chihiro's back. Jotaro's proud of his dapper suit. Monotaro accepts the shadows. Monotaro gains his power persona. Gundam has found his table. I don't know why I said Gundam, this is Tengen. He's found a table. What in the world? Fat Togami has found a chainsaw. Oh boy. Shuichi looks menacing in that combat gear. Yuta uses the power of Electro on the dead body of his ally Masaru. Masaru has his rebel heart restarted. Y'all, there's so many things happening right now. Daisaku finds an Anomalakaris. Aren't those extinct? Monica entraps Daisaku and Jotaro. Well, now Daisaku's extinct because they both drowned. Haiji creates marketable plushies of Masaru without his permission. Masaru is so mad, but he just came back to life, so how mad can he be because now he's rich too. Kyoko's gone. Munakata runs the E-ball back for a big ol' touchdown! Good on ya. Touchdown, touchdown. Chihiro rebuilds a device that might revive Hina. Electricity surges through Hina's body, making her lifeless body move around again as a zombie. Yep. Oh my. Shirakuma's corpse rides with maggots. Teruteru rips off the death collar, but he did no damage. Himiko draws a demon summoning circle on the ground, you know, for fun. So now there's 2 of those in play right now. We are still at 13, surprisingly enough, because we had 2 revivals and 2 deaths, and a Claire de Lune 4. Daisaku, Jotaro. Well, What can I say except we have made no forward progress? 2 people are back, 1 secret achievement did hit. I will see how the rest of this plays out though as we proceed. I'm still curious to see if one of these secret achievements hits. One of them specifically. We'll see. We will see, because I don't know if they can hit, is the deal. There is a variant of an event. I can't say too much more, but we will proceed, and we will see goodness. Haiji, calm down! You're already in! This is the 3rd time this episode! He's like, let me into that rumble, let me in! Munakata and Tengen ambush Gundam and murder him. Monica sets Tengen's table on fire. Monica then slams Tengen through that flaming table. Shuichi picks holes in Kunai in various places. Haiji says, let me in, you're already in. Yuta summons a shock so powerful it fries Chihiro alive. Well, he's dead. Himiko finds a big stick, probably comes in handy to bash some skulls. Hina's body rots as its chi continues to move. Monica can't take it anymore and snaps Masaru's neck. Fat Togami is almost killed by Himiko, but Fat Togami pays her off with money. Himiko says, alright, well, I can easily be paid off. Himiko then goes and hits Teruteru on the head real hard, and he's dazed, and Monotaro upgrades his persona, Frey to Freyla. We are now within your final 10. We have a zombie in play, and I don't know how this thing's gonna play out, but I do say that it is your last, potentially clearly in the episode 4. Gundam. Tengen. Chihiro. Masaru. So there are 9. And you know what that means within your final 10. Your picks, how did they do? Did I make picks? I might not have. And you know what? I think that's fine. But you know who can still make picks? You, dear viewer. And those picks can be known as your yes, saving grace picks. You've come this far, and since you have, you probably should subscribe because pretty neat. We're at 5 grand. Let's get to 10 grand. No, I'm not worried about numbers. But Monotaro is, because he's killed 6 people and he is like, showing up strong, wants to continue doing so. He is all alone outside of the bears, but he is the last bear to survive. From the future side, we still have Munakata still holding on to hope to win for them. As we go on to Danganronpa Juan, we have Hina, who is a zombie, so we don't really have Hina. Everyone else is dead. Can she get the zombie victory though? It is a possibility. Ultra Spare Girls still have Haiji, who's frenzied, and they have Yuta, who's Yuta, but he has an electro vision, so keep that in mind. He is a dangerous competitor, but also Monica, who's dual-wielding pyro and hydro visions, which is terrifying. Danganronpa V3 has Shuichi, who's in the rumble, and Himiko, who's got a big stick, a circle, and a skateboard. So keep in mind that she is a fiend potentially, especially if she gets a demon by her side. And Danganronpa 2 has Fat Togami. And Teruteru, he's dazed, but he's still here. Keep that in mind. That is your final 9, so let me know. Who do you got? First, second, and third, make them in the comments. Comment on your comment, and if you have not made a comment yet, comment right now saying you're saving grace picks, saying I forgot to make my regular picks, but don't worry, I'm gonna make these saving grace picks. I want first, second, and third. Let me tell you, let me talk to you. It's gonna be, for first, it is going to be the one and only. It's gonna be Zombie Hina. We're gonna get a zombie victory today. That's not a prediction. That's not a spoiler. That's a fact of life. For second, I'm gonna take the Rumble Man. Surprisingly enough, Haji. I think Haji is gonna say, you know what? I think I just want to win. He's got 3 Rumble spots, y'all. 3. He said, these are all mine. I got him for second. I think he's gonna get bit by a zombie at the end. And for third, I'm gonna take, I'll take Himiko. She got a big stick. Maybe she can use it. That's it. That's all she wrote. Those are my picks. You guys have made yours. And more importantly, with these 9 competitors, they are all standing strong, hearts beating. Fast, faster. Pulse increasing until it matches with the same rate, the same heartbeat, the same determination, and perhaps even the same fate as that of a samurai woman. Let's do it. Final 9, we know who they are, but let's see how it all plays out. As it continues, it will not be Monotaro. Unless there's some sort of shenanigans. Himiko waves her big stick around menacingly. Yuta just wants to be helpful. Hina dangles her. There's two. Also, Hina's technically still in. Hina withers her dangles her withered limbs around, fiddling with them. Haiji looks for his next victim. Darkness swirls around Rantaro's body. He's now back as a ghost. Monica is being chased by Monotaro. She wets the surface behind her. He slips. He falls. He corrects his neck. Teru knocks out Munakata in a fist fight. Death Claw is on him. But as he falls to the ground, he's seized by climate change remote, and that could be very dangerous in the final 8. As Shuichi washes the blood off his combat gear, we have lost just one. And that one bear gets a terrible turnabout for him. Monotaro. And, guess we can keep on going, actually. We just lost the one, so it's still Samurai. No, it's not Samurai Turnabout. It's not Turnabout Samurai. It's Turnabout Samurai Woman. Look, we're going. Luckily, there's no more tanks in play because they could just end this thing, but we will continue to see. Himiko actually does get a demon at the end of this. It comes out and it takes a liking to her. Izuru's dead. Teru puts a death collar on Himiko while she's asleep. Monica and Haiji sleep in their camps for the night. Shuichi used the power of pyro to set their camp ablaze, burning them both. I'm surprised that the siblings are cooperating. They died because of it. Munakata misses spooks and jump scares and chains the arena climate change remote to October. Spooky season's back with a vengeance. Oh, here it goes. There's some interesting fall time events that could unfold. Rantaro misses to have dinner. Shuichi prints out a bunch of invitations to his Halloween party. Yuta visits the pumpkin patch outside of Celeste Holiday Mansion and picks up a blue ribbon pumpkin. Oh no, he's got the best pumpkin too. Hina's still riding, and Fat Togami sips on some apple cider. We are down now to 6. It is still Samurai Woman territory, but it is a terrible turnabout for the Toas, Monica, and Haiji. Well, we go on. The beat goes on. We have to keep on going. It's still your final 6. We still have 5 people to lose until we get 1 competitor to be our winner. Keep in mind, Rantaro's still a ghost. We still have a zombie in Maki, I think. Is it Maki? No, it's Hina. Well, let's keep on going. We'll click the next round. Will we see some shenanigans? Some shenanigans are shenaniganing. Because Izio is also back as a zombie. Fat Togami jumps in a pile of leaves. Unfortunately, leaves were covering a pit. Fat Togami falls in, and he does indeed perish. Yuta has had enough. He is now enraged. Himiko still can't believe that she's summoned a demon and now has it working for her. Rantaro plays around with this incorporeal body. Shuichi and Himiko go costume shopping at Avi's Wares and despairs. Everyone else is gone except for Hina, who dangles her withered limbs. Teru who enters the Retribution Rumble, and did I just say that Teru enters the Retribution Rumble? I believe I just did. Teru is indeed in the Retribution Rumble. Get in there. We've had a heavy day for the Retribution Rumble. I guess this episode was a little bit larger than the other ones, but I'll tell you what, that's 5 people, I think, today in the Retribution Rumble, and the episode's still technically not over. We could see another 1 or another 2 or another 3, who knows? But I'll tell you what, fall is over because Munakata said so. It's now April. He says prepare for fall, and we are down to your final 5, and it is a terrible turnabout for Fat Togami. Well, that's all she wrote. That is your final 5, though. We are down to Munakata, Teru, Yuta, Shuichi, and Himiko. Interestingly enough, I don't know how that's going to play out, but I guess we're about to find out. It is 3 people on other teams. Teru from Danganronpa 2, Munakata from Danganronpa 3, and Yuta from Ultra Despair Girls. But Shuichi and Himiko might just work together. You know what? They're homies too. Let's see if they're able to play off and win this one together. Or will they fall into a terrible fate? Because all of them are caught in a terrible fate. One might even call it, within our final 5, a crisis of fate. Final 5. Are you ready? I sure hope so, because this episode's actually been going a little bit long. Next round sees Yuta gone. Oh, there's a lot of things happening, actually. It was... Himiko isn't crying, she's just highly allergic to pollen. Don't worry, the pollen's gone because it's gonna be a December to remember. Snow and Christmas magic fill the arena. Munakata said, I can't decide on what season it should be. Rantaro misses being out of dinner. Shuichi really didn't want to, but finds himself having to get rid of Yuta. Terutaro also finds Thursday's left shoe. Hina gets a hold of Himiko's leg, bites her, turns her into a zombie. Izuyoi, he kind of wanders off. I'm sorry. Izuo's body continues to rot even as he continues to move, and Kurokuma kind of wanders back and gets unlost? He got lost earlier. He wandered off and got lost. He wandered back and got unlost? That's crazy. It's also a secret achievement. It is also a secret achievement. Wandering back into the arena, he wandered back. He wandered back and got unlost. Kurokuma, congratulations. So this one was interesting because the regular event is still in there, wandering off and getting lost, but there is a variant that is just wandering off and getting lost, but gives you the lost perk. If you are dead and you have the lost perk, you have a slim opportunity to get unlost. So, he has done it. And I am surprised that he has done it. So, you know what? Good on you, Kurokuma. This one has been heavy. This one is, everything's starting to hit. That's 3 in an episode. Once again, a couple of these can't hit. In fact, I think only one more of these can hit in this simulator. Surprisingly enough, yeah. And at this juncture in time, I don't think it's gonna hit. I think that's almost a guaranteed secret. I'm sorry, ban vote, but we'll see. After this terrible turnabout, 4. Yuta. Yuta man. Wait, has nobody made the Yuta man joke? Cause that's the Yuta man. Huda man, Yuta man. All right. That's it. We're at our final 4. Kurokuma's back. Teru, Shuichi, and Munakata, who's been changing the seasons like crazy. That thing is going to malfunction if I've ever heard of it. So it's still a Crisis of Fate. Kurokuma might win though. We'll see if it happens. Did he come back, get unlost in the final 4 and say, hey, it's my time to shine? Ooh, Kurumi's also back. And we will not be changing any more things. And the hat rack is back. Okay, there's a lot of shenanigans going on right now. First of all, Rantaro has found the corpse of Kurumi possessed it. Rantaro is now in control of Kurumi's body, giving up his own incorporeal body. Kurumi pushes Munakata into an icy leg. Munakata freezes solid. Shuichi and Kurumi rather have a ice skating competition. Shuichi absolutely dominates, earning a silver or gold medal. There you go. Kurokuma finds a hat rack. So many hats. Too many hats. So we're still at 4 as Himiko's body has completely rotted away, no longer moving. We are still down. Now, to Kurokuma, Shuichi, and Teru. However, introducing into the mix now is Kurumi possessed by Rantaro. So after this, clearly loomed for a few, but ended up winding up being basically nobody. He declared a terrible turnabout for. Yes, do the thing for Rantaro, who's possessing somebody, yes. Munakata, who got an icy demise, yes, and Himiko, who was a zombie, who got and rotted away, unfortunate. We could still see a zombie victory. That's in the cards. That being said, shall we go on? I think we must. Still a Crisis of Fate. This episode is not ending, which is kind of wild. This isn't something standard we see from Ordeal, but we will proceed next round. Oh my gosh, look at all of these things that are happening. Oh my gosh. 4 ghosts, man. Kibo is a ghost. Katoko is a ghost. Taichi is a ghost. And Nagito is a ghost. What the? What the? This game never going to end. Kurokuma gives Shuichi a baseball bat. Shuichi pulls out a baseball bat out of nowhere and says it's all about the Mets, baby. Izuyoi grabs Shuichi's arm, then bites him, turning him into a zombie. Oh, we're still actually down to 2. as we're down to, I think, Teru and now Kurumi, who uses, the persona uses Zionga, a strong bolt of lightning, flies and electrocutes Kurakuma, and Teru's like, I have to fight Kurumi? It is chef versus chef, it is maid versus chef, it is Kurumi versus Teru. Who will win? I'm not sure, but we do have a terrible turnabout for Kurakuma. I'll be real with you, it's very possible that neither of these two win. There are now 4 ghosts in play, I think 3 zombies, and an insane amount of potential for shenanigans. So, when I ask you who, will it be, oh man, good luck to you, it's either Kurumi, Teru, or any large number of shenanigans. We just had an army of ghosts spawn. I didn't even know Kibo could be a ghost. Kurumi being possessed by Rantaro, or Teru who just wants to go home, baby. Canon. I don't know, man. I feel like we just need to go on because it could be neither one of them. It could be a zombie. It could be a possession at the very end. I don't know, but we're about to find out. Kurumi, Teru, I won't say either one of you. All I have to say is good luck, because it very well could be neither of you. Next round sees Nagito kills Kurumi through ghastly means. Rantaro and Kurumi are dead. Ryoma's back as a ghost, Tengen's back as a zombie, Shuichi's dangling his withered limbs. Teru thinks about what she did to end up here. Depending on what happens lower down, at this juncture in time, Teru wins. However, we could see a revival via ghost, we could see other shenanigans. What will we see? It is Izuo's decomposing, Masaru's writhing with maggots, Hina's dangling, Kotoko at the very last event sees Taka's body saying, I'm running out of time, I gotta find someone, possesses Taka's body in the 9th inning, the bottom of the 9th, and says, not yet we don't, swoops in, possesses Taka. Oh my gosh, it's not over. It's a terrible turnabout for Kurumi and Kotoko, but it is still who? Kurumi is gone, so it's between Taka possessed by Kotoko or Teru who just wants to go home. He's like, how'd I get here? There's so many ghosts and zombies. I'm in a horror movie. It was December and spring and autumn in the same couple of days. Click next round. What unfolds? Oh my gosh, there's another ghost. Taka upgrades his persona using Sai, from Sai to Seo. Nagito plays around with his incorporeal body. Kibo misses to have dinner. Shuichi dangles those rotten limbs around. Makoto's also back as a ghost. Hina rots. Taichi possesses Monophony. As we go down, nothing happened. Taichi's just possessing someone, so we can click next round. I think we had a ghost round. With a round this crazy, I wouldn't be surprised. Monophony's still in at the very least. Shuichi's dangling his limbs. Hina gets a hold of Teru and bites him, turning him into a zombie. How is it over? Sakura grabs Monophony's arm and bites her, turning into a zombie. Oh my gosh. Everyone's dead. It's a zombie victory. I don't know what's going on, man. I gotta look back and find out who wins. Because there's been so many zombie bites, it's whoever has the most, or if there's a tie, it's the one who was the starting zombie. Okay, well, let's do some counting. Sakura and Hina both have one. Sakura's a brand new zombie though, so I don't think she's gonna be the one. Let me see. Nobody got zombified this round. That was a possession. So no zombies that round. Izuyoi turned Shuichi, but I think Izuyoi also turned somebody else. Am I correct? If he did, that's an Izuyoi W, an Izuyoi zombie. No, Hina also turned Himiko. Right now it's a Himiko W, but I do think Izuyoi turned somebody else. No, he didn't. He was just there. He just got zombified at that point. That's a Hina W, because she turned Himiko, and then in the very last round... Yeah, Izuyoi didn't turn anybody else. I thought there was so much green, I thought he turned more people, but he only turned that one person. At the very end, Hina said, "It's my time to be zombify," and Sakura right by her side said, "Well, yeah, I'll do it." So here's the thing. We had a ghost round, so we don't really know who turned Sakura. There's a real chance it could have been Izuyoi, but there's no way to tell. You know, I probably will do in the future. Whenever they get a zombie bite, I'm just gonna give them a bite perk. There will be like a bite, so we can count the bites even if there's a dead, even if there's a round where we don't know. But regardless, that's a Hina win in my book. Y'all, this game was crazy. This lasted for like an hour. We didn't even have that many people, but Orteal was like, "I want to have fun today. I want to cause problems, and on purpose." And so it did. It was a long, drawn-out Orteal game, which is not super common, but here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Zombie Hina takes the win. I have no words, but I do know that Fracture's about to start. It's on the road to AV Mania. I'm gonna get through this real quick for you guys. Let's bring up the bracket first and foremost, because we had a litany of secret achievements in. Not one, not two, but 3. Kurakuma wandered back in. That's the last one that happened. Chihiro escaped the despair dimension. That's the second one that happened. And at the very, not at the very start, but the great Gozu said, "Here, have this cowboy hat." Maki said, "Yeehaw," and she said, "I'm in here like swimwear." And more importantly, Zombie Hina won in what was, towards the end, one of the more chaotic endings. When 4 ghost spawned, I was like, "Oh, say it ain't so, say it ain't no," and somehow still a zombie came out on top. Good on you. That being said, that was that. That was all she wrote in that case. How many, do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4 secret achievements left? We'll see. Admittedly, I expect it. At least one more to hit. I know one of them can't hit. One of them cannot hit. One of them is exclusive Orteal, and I believe there's the last Orteal match in singles action. Famous last words. I'm pretty sure that's right. I think. Maybe. I don't know. I like to cause problems, but by accident. Let me check the thing. I think it is. Because today is the 9th for you guys. It is not the 9th for me yet. It is indeed the last Orteal game in singles action. Wild. Wild stuff here. Still an interesting few that have earned a spot on the bracket just now. Hey, I think it's going to be an all-star match, or at the very least, a wild and crazy match, and I'm here for that. Last but not least, Monotaro had 6 KOs. I think those were maybe all via the tank. Shuichi had 6, Monica had 5, Himiko had 4, Yuta had 3, Tengen had 3, Peko had 3, Hifumi had 3, everyone else with 2 or less, and it was a wild time. So many zombies, so many shenanigans. At the end of this game, we have 11 other characters. That's like 11 zombies and ghosts. Put that in your brain, and keep in mind that we had some ghosts that possessed somebody and then died as a result. So there were more others in this game. Remember that. All right, this episode's been going on long. I'm gonna take off. Remember, Fracture is tonight. On the road to AV Mania continues. Toodaloo Flight Crew. Thank you so much for watching.